Hi,
Hello, Amar.
Ben.
Can you hear me all right today?
I can, yes. Oh, you sound really nice and cheerful.
Well, it's going to be a good morning if we're chatting to you, sir. So thank you very much
Oh,
for agreeing to go on the show with us. Yeah, I've been really looking forward to it.
thank you.
I wonder if you're good to go. I'll just let you, if that's okay, Amar. Just jump in and introduce yourself, perhaps just a little bit, and then I'll fire some questions your way, if that's all right. So whenever you're ready, I'll just let you jump in.
Okay. Hi, my name's Amar Latif. I'm a TV presenter and entrepreneur, and I happen to be blind.
Oh, thank you very much, Amar. Yeah, very, very warm welcome to the show. I've been actually, looking through some of the pretty awesome adventures you've been having recently, and obviously all televised for people to follow along. It sounds absolutely fantastic, to be honest. I mean, do you have any kind of recent particular fond memories? I mean, I'm sure there's probably quite a few, like the road to Istanbul and things, but I'm sure there's loads of adventures you've had recently that you can that you really enjoyed doing.
Oh my God, there's been so many. We all have only one life, so you just have to live it to the best. And did Istanbul, traveling blind with Sarah Pascoe a few years ago, then pilgrimage with Edwina Curry in Fatima. I did one in River Walks even in our own home country in Yorkshire, because I live in Leeds, so lots of beautiful countryside. And I love it. People say, like, you're blind, why do you want to go sightseeing? And I'm like, well, you sighted folk are so busy taking pictures and creating
Yes, yes.
the best Instagram shots. It's like us blind people that are using all our senses and enjoying everything.
Oh, it's. I think it's just such a fabulous thing to just. It just makes people think. Why on earth am I not going out and experiencing things? And as you say, seeing more of the world. I mean, anyone can get out there and do it, can't they?
Absolutely. And I think sometimes when you lose your sight or have a major issue in life, that really makes you stop in your tracks and really evaluate, like how you're gonna, do things differently. And it just makes you aware that this is it, you've got to do it. And so I think that's what's helped me in my life.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. I think it's fantastic, and hopefully, if there's anyone who perhaps is also kind of has an issue with their sight, they can hear you talking today and just think, what, I'm going to go out and experience. And as you say, I think it sounds like such a fantastic notion that you use the word experience, which I think is just fantastic because, as you say, right, even if someone's got perfect 2020 vision and everything, they'll just be out there, and as you say, probably not making the most of their time because they'll be looking at their phone or whatever. And I think it's just a nice reminder that don't do that. Go and experience it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, but don't think that I'm this positive guy that goes out and does everything. Like, there's moments when I don't feel positive, but it's knowing how to lift ourselves up, in those situations, and that's really, really important. And there's been opportunities that have declined because I didn't want to step outside my comfort zone, but then somebody around me has supported me, and it's turned out really, really, really well.
Yeah,
Um,
thanks.
when I was on, Celebrity MasterChef, I didn't want to do it. I,
Yeah.
I, I told them I was blind and I couldn't cook, but then, they contacted me again and I went on and, it worked out well and I can cook now.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, I think it's a kind of perfect time to kind of talk a little bit about some of the kind of technology that you've been kind of engaging with recently, because it's interesting, really, that and really, really positive to hear actually that hopefully, and it'd be good to hear from your perspective, but hopefully it means that there are hopefully slowly increasing opportunities for people like yourself to engage more with things and with the world around them. Hopefully, technology might assist doing that. I mean, I don't know if you could tell us a little bit about this.
Yes, so basically, with it being World Sight Day, Halion is partnering with Microsoft, and they've launched this joint effort to make everyday health products accessible for people that are visually impaired like myself, and people that actually struggle to read, because there's over 8.5 million people in the UK that struggle to read, and over 2 million people that are blind and partially sighted. So this helps over 10.5 million people. And basically, it's using artificial intelligence, which narrates the text on labels. So just to give a little background, because I'm blind, in my flat, I've got all types of bottles, paste, potions lying around, but I don't know what they are. My
Yeah,
sight friends will
sure,
tell me,
sure.
but then I'll forget. you know, and like you said, I go out and I do all these adventure stuff. I jump out of planes, I climb volcanoes, I ski down black runs, and I can't. I don't know what these boxes are.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think it sounds like hopefully that thanks to things like this technology, do you think it will start to slowly kind of become easier, just kind of routine things like that? I mean, I think it's something that people just won't even consider, right? They think, they'll think, oh yeah, he's going on these fantastic adventures, but then they'll probably forget the fact that even just tracking down the right bottle at home might just be quite problematic, to be honest. And I don't know from your perspective if you think it will start to get easier. Do you think? I mean, have you got kind of optimism for that because of technology, or?
Yeah, it's a good question. I do have optimism for it. I mean, I've been blind for about since I was 18, and I know I sound only 21, Ben. but
Absolutely.
I've been seeing the development of technology, as I've grown older, and I can tell you one thing. Doctors haven't been able to cure my sight, but technology has slowly opened the doors to liberation and freedom for many of us. And I guess up till now, it was little things like this, to be able to read, your Sensodyne toothpaste, and just knowing what the item was and how to use it. All these little things were really difficult, and as a blind person, I'm pretty proactive, but there comes a time when we all only have certain bandwidth in our life. Like, you can't constantly be fighting, protesting, trying to get this accessible, that accessible. So that's why when Halion comes along and partners up with Microsoft, and creates accessible way to know what these things are, it just feels great. It just feels, oh my God, thank you. Thanks so much for doing this. And it just sounds strange because it's things that people probably take for granted, and now I can simply just scan the barcode on a product, and it not only tells me what it is, it tells me like the ingredients, how to use it. And I don't need to read every single thing because, I mean, let's face it, we don't all read everything, do we? But like it lets us skip from place to place. So it almost feels like a superpower, Ben. Like I just think, oh my God. And you forget for an instance that you are blind.
Yeah, no, I mean that's brilliant to hear that this technology is hopefully is just making it just that tiny little bit easier. And I think because I mean, there's one thing that I didn't even consider there, but the kind of it's just like obvious things like the kind of safety aspect of kind of knowing, for example, if there's ingredients you need to avoid or whatever for dietary reasons and things like that. It must just be really
Exactly.
difficult to do that otherwise.
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, it's so unfair. Like, if this information has been made available to everybody else, but like
Yes.
just because you're blind, you they're going to keep all this information away from you. How unfair is that? Like, you don't know how much of certain things to take. You don't know how to use it. You don't know any nutritional information. It's like a large part of society is being excluded from all these things, and it is just vastly unfair. And so now, I mean, the great thing about a big company like Halion doing this is that they've got like 1,500 products across the UK and US,
Sure,
which means
sure.
that that's a lot of products. We're not talking about like a few products here and there. And what they've done is they've worked on it on a way that opens it up to other companies to come in as well. So this isn't just a one-off by two companies, but the technology is there for other companies to tune in without much cost to themselves, and start spreading it. So this could be like an absolutely amazing thing. I mean, I just love it, and I love the Seeing AI app anyway. So Seeing AI stands for Seeing Artificial Intelligence, and it's brilliant. I don't know if you've used it, Ben. Have you?
I haven't experimented with it. I've looked through all its kind of functionality, and yeah, it just looks amazing the way it kind of picks up. Like I think it's because I think it can even apply to people, right? It kind of comes up with descriptions and suggestions for
Oh
various
yes.
things as well. Yeah,
I wish
that's
I
interesting.
wish I was there with you, because one of my party tricks is I love to take photo of somebody, and it not only. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze. Oh, no, it's gone. Sorry. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I love taking a photo of my friends, and not only does it describe to you what someone looks like they've got blonde hair, smiling, they've got a beard or wearing glasses, and that's always cool. Um, but it also has a go at how old you are,
Amazing.
it totally breaks the boundaries, between like sighted and non-sighted, and I love that, but it's a good way to lose friends quickly as well.
Has it got like a modesty setting? You turn it on, it goes like, "You must be 19" or something like that.
Oh, Microsoft, please listen out
Yes.
and add that setting in. It means I'll keep some of my friends that way.
This person is incredibly handsome. Be useful, wouldn't
Oh,
it?
have you just taken a picture of me?
Yeah, I told you I was trying it out.
Well, one of the frustrating things is, well, one of the perks of being blind and visually impaired is that when you look in the mirror, you don't see how old you're getting. But with this app, as well as having all these plus points, the downside is it does tell you how old you are. I'm like, oh, really? I became blind when I was 18. I'm thinking I'm still 18, and that I've got a full head of hair. And that's another point, actually. I always joke that, because I've lost my hair and I'm bald now. I always joke that, if this app had been invented all those years ago, I wouldn't have got my shampoo mixed up with hair remover, and I'd be probably talking to you beneath a full lush of hair right now.
Oh no, I think to be honest, Amar, we don't need an app to say that you're an incredibly handsome man, so I wouldn't worry about that.
Oh, you're so kind. You must be visually impaired as well, then.
Oh, Amar, thank you so much for your time so far. I mean, I won't keep it too much longer now, but one thing I'd really like to finish up with is, if it's okay, and please excuse if this is a bit of a kind of a naive question, but I was thinking because you go on all these kind of adventures and so kind of optimistic and really spread kind of this really lovely feeling of just getting out there and exploring, in one of your various adventures. I was wondering if there was like a particular soundtrack or a particular song, for example, that transports you back to these kind of one of these events, and maybe we could play it today on the show. I don't know if this is something that you can suggest or not. What do you think?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I love sunny countries. When I get off a plane and the sun just hits you and you feel the warmth, and then I love music, and so one of those countries is Cuba. And I absolutely love Cuba because as you're getting ready in your hotel room, you hear all this live salsa, Bona Vista social club type music coming out. And, as you're walking down the old town in Havana, you're feeling the cobblestones under your feet, and you're visiting all these amazing places like, rum museums and where Ernest Hemingway grew up. And everywhere you go, you're hearing this like beautiful salsa music, because they're doctors and teachers have like decided that musicians is where the money is and stuff, and it's just all this great music. So maybe something like along the lines of some Bona Vista Social Club salsa music that would transport me nicely to the Caribbean.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, well, I'm going to get some of that on, to be honest. I think that sounds perfect. Thank you very much, Amar. I just want to say, yeah, thank you for joining us on the show. It's been a absolute pleasure having you on, and I'll let you go now. But yeah, I just wanted to just thank you again. Thanks for chatting to us.
Thanks, Ben, and it's really lovely chatting to you. You've got a lovely sunny way about you.
Oh, thank you. Well, you too, Amar. It's great to meet you as well, and I hope you can join us again soon. Just give us a call whenever. You'd be so welcome.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye for now. Thank you.